Welcome to tutorial number 7. In this tutorial we will be deleting rows from the table view, updating the table view and reloading the data. We'll be continuing on from the previous tutorial and the code that we used and created there. It's available on GitHub in the video description. Yeah, it should all be there. So let's get going. So I have data table view controller open at present in Xcode, and that's the file we'll be using. The delete function can pretty much be handled from one function within the table view. So let's go about creating that now. Let's go func table view, edit actions for our index path. So what this function does is it allows us to create actions for each row, and then actions typically, when you swipe on a row in a table view, it could be in mail, for example, and you swipe horizontally and you see delete and you see mark or unread or something. It allows you to set the swiping action on the row, and that's what we'll be setting today. So if we look at the return type of this function, it's an array of UITableView row actions, and we're only going to create one today, so that's still fine. So let's create the row action that we need now. Okay, so let delete action equals UITableView row action. Then we'll use the predefined function. We'll start with destructive, which implies that it's going to have a destructive effect like a delete. With the title delete, then handler, just press enter on that so you can handle it yourself. Let's go UITableView row action. Let's call it row action, UITableView row action. Index path, same again really, ns index path. Then let's make it return void. Now we can start our delete stuff. Actually, let's just return this so we don't get an error of us. So as we can see, the edit actions for our index path function is looking for an array of UITableView row actions to be returned. So let's return it just so we can silence the error. So let's use the square bracket delete action, then end square brackets, and now we see the errors go away. Okay, cool. Now if we try running that now, let's see what happens. Let's compile it. Here it goes. And you can see we've got the delete action there already, but because we've not set anything in the block in here, it doesn't actually do anything. I mean, what we could do for a demo is print delete, which would have been a good idea to do in the first place. But let's try it again. Let's see what it does. Go to table view, cat delete, and you can see delete me. Okay, good. Okay, so now we need to go about actually deleting the data and changing the table view. So we know our data comes from the cat names array at the top. So what we can do is we can do self.catNames.remove at index, and because we're editing it's an action on a row, we can see that it has an index path that we can use. So we can just go index path dot row, so that we can ensure the number from the row, which is indexed in the same way as an array. So array starts at 0 and the table view starts at 0. it'll have the same number. So we can delete it like that. So we can use it, remove at index. We got to change. Basically, I didn't anticipate editing this array yet, so it was a let, which means it can't be edited. So the Xcode is saying that it needs to be changed to a var to mean that it's mutable, that the value can be changed, the value in the array can be changed, which we're doing now. So we changed that to var. Okay. So we've removed it from the array, but this isn't enough. So we actually need to remove it from the table view as well. Otherwise, there's an inconsistency between what's in the table view and what is in the data set that we're referencing. So let's go self.tableview.delete rows at index paths. Has it got a single one? Yeah, that's the right one. Let's go index path dot row with row animation true. Let's make it look a little bit nicer. I think it's looking for an array in the delete rows at index path, so let's just put it into array with square brackets. And then to actually update the table itself, oh no, it just wants directly the index path. Okay, so it's just, instead of using row, we can just use index path. Oh no, it's looking for an array of index paths. Okay, that caught me off guard. I should have looked before writing the function. Okay, so now you could put in multiple index paths there theoretically, but we don't need to. So now we've got our index path in there. It's going to delete that from the table. Then we can just do self.tableview.reload data to just reload what is in the table after performing an operation. So let's click run and see what happens. Okay, it has failed. Cannot convert type ball to exact. With row animation. Okay, UITableView table view row animation dot automatic. Okay, a few little errors there, but it's all good. So yeah, it's important to look at what the function expects, which is what I should have done. But it's all, it should build now. So let's click run. Build succeeded. That's what we wanted. So now when we delete, it should delete. So go to table view, cat, off they go. Ginger cat, gone. Now it's Daisy. Salem, gone. Dinosaur, gone. And that is how you delete data from a table view and update it in your source data. You can add other actions in there too. So you could say you wanted an edit action instead of running delete commands here. You could simply fire another function which allows the user to edit the contents of the cell instead. You can do anything you want there really, but delete is probably one of the most common actions that I wanted to show you. So that's the end of this tutorial. I hope you found value in it. Let me know your thoughts. Hopefully it's useful, and until next time, bye bye.